What just happened? I just bought a house. You hear Callie panting. She's actually quite, the battery's gonna die. My story of my life. Well, we moved to Joshua Tree and I bought us a house with 5 acres of land, and I figured with all the things that I cannot put into my typical content, why not wrap it up in a monthly vlog, because I've never been a homeowner, I've never been a landowner, so I figured what better time to introduce monthly recaps to you guys, to bring you in on all the new things that just wouldn't fit into my typical content, but I really do feel like I want to share, but we'll see how it goes. Now there are going to be some cuts because I know I'm going to get emotional and I don't want to put everything in it. I kind of wanted to make this a short first vlog, but it's going to be more raw, less edited, and just really a reflection of me right now. The thumbnail is not clickbait. That is the RV guest house I have been talking about. If you follow me on Instagram, that is on the property. I will give you a house tour for sure, but I'm not ready to do that yet. I am going to let you know that this series, these once a monthers, are going to be sponsored by HelloFresh. Now I have worked with HelloFresh the longest out of all my sponsors and the most consistently, so I'm very excited to like curate a unique look into my life with them, because I have been so stressed out, but let me tell you, I have been sustained with sustenance, and that has been really key to this last month. So thank you, HelloFresh. I hope you guys are okay with the commercial break, because your girl bought 5 acres. Callie and I got a lot to tend to over here. So yeah, thank you so much to HelloFresh, and thank you for allowing me to do this series with you. I'm like very excited, very nervous, but very excited. January was a month that felt like a year. It's weird to say, but it's also weird to not have you guys really know what's going on behind the scenes, like how I just dipped out for a month on YouTube, and I'm not proud of that, but once I saw like the toxicity of me not dealing with my breakup and just kind of putting the pedal to the metal in the worst way possible start to bleed into my content, and you guys commented not mean things, you guys commented very honest things, I realized I really needed to figure out a situation for myself, because mentally I just wasn't good anymore. It wasn't okay that it was bleeding into the content like that. It almost takes like falling completely apart, at least for me, the theme of my life, falling completely apart, than to come back together stronger. And I know with these monthly vlogs, I want to showcase that. And this one's very emotional, but I have to say it's been one of the most testing, it just has been one of the most testing times in my life, and I know my issues are very small in comparison to the world, in comparison to many other people, but just on my end, I mean, everything kind of just exploded in my face this month. Okay, I definitely don't want to film myself right now, but it is like 4:11 on my birthday, 30 years old, single, not ready to mingle, but it's just, I wanted to show the reality. I'm currently moving my whole life and career, finishing up today in there, and like everything that you guys know and love, just empty. And it's such a trippy and weird feeling, but I didn't want to show any of this. I thought it was really weird, but I think it's something that needs to be shown, because people just go their separate ways. And as I'm packing up all this and organizing and cleaning, I'm just sitting here and realizing how grateful I am for the last 7 years to be here. But we gotta continue and move forward. Some insight. Okay, now we're in the first guest bedroom, which is very exciting. One of the 3 bedrooms, but a guest bedroom nonetheless. So I planned my 30th in Joshua Tree for a while, and what was going to be big and the dirtiest of 30s turned out to just Lindsay and I, oh, okay, bye. Lindsay and I spending the weekend together, and half the time it was me just asking her to cuddle me, as I got over my broken heart. Now, my problems, as I mentioned before, are very small in comparison, but my breakup at the time to me was the biggest thing. Like, leaving a life I knew and a family that I created for 7 years was no easy feat. But it quickly turned into conversations about the world, because there were obviously so much larger and pressing issues at hand, still are, or still going to be. And I think that was the first time as like an adult I actually like sat back and had conversations with my peers about my perspective, and that was super hard for me, very hard for me. And I realized that the breakup was going to be the easiest thing. So I said, screw the breakup. I'm not really gonna process it. Like, okay, that's over. Now we need to focus on the larger things at hand. Like just looking inwardly and seeing what I could change about myself to be of not better service, yes, better service, but also like leave a better imprint, have more knowledge. Like my brain was so much more wrapped up in the conversations of perspectives and views and beliefs, rights, wrongs, and having those like really hard conversations versus having those hard conversations about my breakup, which I found like very interesting. Those conversations, I don't know what it did, but it set a spark in my brain and I started to really crave it all the time. I need to take these Invisalign out. My apologies, super attractive. Anyways, those conversations versus talking about Paul are the ones my brain started to really crave. And it started to Joshua Tree, just this environment and the people that live here and I had access to. I want in. Tell me what we're laughing about.
I'm just looking.
Like we can hear everything she's saying. Can't hear you. And seen
That you now. Oh no!
Gosh, it was shaping me in such a cool way that I, fast forward, came here monthly. Come here every month, sit, have hard conversations about things we wanted to tackle or evolve in, or even like the hard conversations regarding politics and just views on that. It was just, gosh, I didn't realize I'd fall in love with Joshua Tree so much because it was like so eye-opening. I can't believe I didn't come here sooner. The more that I came to Joshua Tree, the more going back to the city like became suffocating. And that sounds dramatic, but I think because for once in my life, because I was single, I didn't have anybody else to worry about besides my Derg, I was able to be like, gosh, I just feel complete in Joshua Tree. I kept telling my friends, I think it's so funny that people go on vacation to be their vacation selves. I'm trying to be my vacation self all the time, because how liberating would that be? How like freeing would that feel? And if I'm being honest, once I realized I was paying for these people mortgages in 3 days time for 1 month of their mortgage, it made me a little bit furious that I didn't just own my own property and finally DIY something that was tailored to me and my girls. Fast forward to me just putting my head down, and you guys saw my content kind of go downhill, but I just put my pedal to the metal again in the worst way possible and just grinded things out, so that way when I did look up, I was able to look at Zillow listings in Joshua Tree and know that they were a reality. I think it was not even a week after my breakup that I put my financial team, because let me tell you, the first investment in myself was a financial team. I asked my financial team what would be the smartest, and then if we could basically goal out the next year for me to achieve it in the smartest way possible, because I don't know if you see my old Q&As, but my car has gotten repossessed. I had to find myself out of debt. Like I couldn't afford groceries in front of Paul's daughter. Like I have been through a lot, and that was like the littlest of it. But because of that, there was a lot of like, not hoops I had to jump through, but there was a lot that I had to correct before I could even look at a house. For me, that was one of the most frustrating parts, because I wish that was a class in high school. I wish someone realistically sat you down and was like, yo, this is exactly what you need to do in order to be on track to purchase a house and be financially responsible. Thank goodness, when I was able to hire a financial team, that was the first thing I told them, was just please make sure my money is smart. And thankfully, throughout the next 8 months, I just got a phone call that said like, yeah, you have the green light. So it was cool to be able to set a goal for myself and hit it before a year anniversary of my breakup. I just didn't anticipate how long it felt and then how quick everything happened. Once I got the call and once I went through what I could get approved for because I needed to get a loan, that's when my mind just took off to the races. I was looking up Zillow listing after Zillow listing, and then I was telling everybody about it in this one property that is now my house that we're sitting in. I remember just not wanting to tell anybody. I drove out to Joshua Tree, bombarded Mike, and was like, hey, I want to look at this property. I don't want to tell anybody. I kind of want to put an offer in, but come see it with me. And then when we pulled up and I saw it, I was like, this is exactly me. What in the world? So I clearly fell in love. And immediately the next morning after sleeping on it, put an offer in first thing. I like couldn't even stand sleeping. I was like a kid on Christmas. I just wanted to see if I could get the house like now.
I do want to give a quick shout out to today's sponsor, HelloFresh, and I am so excited to be able to partner up with them 2021 to give you these monthly vlogs to bring you into my life a little bit. So I am going to be showing you my fridge, even though it's kind of a hot mess right now. Now more than ever, because I live in such a desolate area, HelloFresh is seriously coming in clutch. And not only that, it's like making me look forward to something every week by getting fresh meals delivered right to my door.
Rachel, how long have you been such a professional home chef?
Well, with HelloFresh, I've been such a professional chef for like a year and a half now.
I was actually a customer of HelloFresh prior to partnering up. I still am a customer. I pay monthly for my meal because I got stuck in a recipe rut with Paul when I was dating him, and I got over it so quickly. We weren't eating fresh food. It was the same thing over and over again, and I was just kind of sick of the fact that I didn't like going to the grocery store because I didn't know how to cook and I would end up wasting food, and HelloFresh really came in clutch for me. You can save time and stress effortlessly because you can get cooking and dinner on the table in just about 30 minutes. Or you can even do 20 minutes with their quick and easy options, which I don't know your relationship with time, but anytime I can save and focus on my passion in building, I will take it. Like I mentioned before, I would waste food, and that is something that HelloFresh can help you with, is eat more sustainably. HelloFresh's pre-portioned ingredients means there's less prep for you and less wasted food. It's flexible and it can fit your lifestyle. You can add extra dinners, lunches to your weekly orders. You can halt them, and you can even change your delivery days or food preferences and skip a week whenever you need. I am consistently gushing to you guys about HelloFresh, and they keep upping the ante with this code, let me tell you. If you guys want to check it out, you can actually go to HelloFresh.com and use code METZ10 off and get 10 free meals, including free shipping. Again, you can go to HelloFresh.com and use code METZ10 off to get 10 free meals, including free shipping. Thank you so much to HelloFresh for sponsoring today's episode and being a consistent partner over here on my channel. It really does mean a lot for your girl heading into this new journey as well, because you guys really are keeping me fueled and ready to go.
Do you want to run? Not in a bit. Normal people time is... A bit to Rachel is 5 minutes. A bit to other people is 5 hours. Oh, this... I'm just gonna respond to everybody's. The thing I like about this house is it has all the charm, and like the house itself is beautiful. The bones are great. But like what I really love, what's really selling me, is the fact I didn't know that this was a jacuzzi until we got there. And then once I saw it was a jacuzzi, it just screamed wood brain. It just makes it like, it's just the perfect desert oasis for me and my girls. Like the motorhome guest house, that thing drove me crazy because I've been wanting an RV. So now I don't need to get an RV. I can just have it.
5 acres? Hello?
5 acres was a must for me. I don't want it to be like alone. My dad's gonna kill me if I do get this house. He's gonna literally be so terrified. That's the thing that bothers me about this whole house buying process in Joshua Tree specifically, is it's just like LA people doing it, and I know I'm an LA person, but I actually want to live here, and like other people are just doing it to flip it and make money. I'm doing it to like create memories, so it gets really frustrating for me because I'm very sentimental. I say fingers crossed, because the next time hopefully we're filming the offers in and it's exciting. Oh my god, this my heart is racing. I am shaking. Chantel just texted me and it doesn't say anything besides, can you call me? Lindsay's on her way. If you don't get it, It's all for a reason. I mean, honestly, I'm ready. I'm like, I know this sounds weird, but I'm like ready to fight tooth and nail for it, to be honest. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is so funny. This property just became lendable recently, and I've been having a tough time finding a house that's lendable, and I've always had an affinity towards this house. We're gonna talk about what I wanna do in order to put in my best offer that I can. I've been like wilting away the last couple of months, I feel. Right when I stepped onto this property, it felt like a breath. Sorry, I'm like the world's ugliest crier. So, okay, fingers crossed. Oh boy, okay. Back to this bathroom makeover before I have to move in 48 hours. Now we are sitting in the dining room with how nutty, oh, sorry, but I'm doing it, the echo in here, with how nutty the Joshua Tree market was during this pandemic, and I think will just remain to be. Prices were skyrocketing. They were double, tripling. People were offering cash immediately without seeing it, and I was kind of losing out of properties left and right, and all for good reason, because now we are here.
Hi, how are you? I'm good. Shut up. Seriously? Okay. Yes. Wow, okay. Wow, that's so exciting. I don't even know what to say. Sorry, I don't mean to be dramatic. It's just like a really big moment. I'm so excited. I got it. What just happened? I just bought a house.
Driving solo into Joshua Tree for the first time, I wanted to poop myself. I was so terrified that I was actually doing it, but my whole life I've always moved. Like, it wasn't new to me to pick up all my stuff and go so soon and in such a rush. Like with my biological mom, we moved, man, I think at least 4 times a month. So moving again into my house to house sit, although that it wasn't ideal, it did make sense for me to be out here, get familiar, and then after I close escrow, move into here. My main goal at Mike's was honestly to test my own patience now that I'm looking back on it. I wanted to really embrace Joshua Tree and get used to the, not get used to the silence, but like fully fall in love with the silence, which I now have. It still kind of freaks me out, but like learn the silence of his home and give back in the form of styling the bus as a guest house, just like a thank you for me staying there. Really at the beginning of January, is like, look at you, Rach, you know your schedule, you're ahead of it, look at us go. And then I don't know what happened, but that all just went out the window, and it quickly became one of the most mentally and physically testing months of my life. But it kind of made sense because the greatest thing in my life was happening that month. So I feel like it's always darkest before the dawn. Oh, and I haven't had hot water for about 2 weeks now. And so I got my hot water turned on at my house. So I'm very excited to be able to shower. I've gone over to Homemade Moderns because he lives super close and showered there. My brain is just fried. Oh, I forgot, look at this crazy lighting in the best way possible. Boom, oh, fabulous. Okay, so the timing in my life has always been very interesting, and with the snow coming, it was really weird that when it came, it just kind of blanketed everything, that my energy did too. My project slowed down, the schedule started working out, and even though it was stressful, it was all coming to an end. And I always tell my friends, the timing in my life was always stressful, but super cute. So it was like rushing, and then it snowed, and like everything kind of stopped and came together literally that day, and then I woke up to just snow in the desert, which is hands down one of the most beautiful things I have personally seen. So pretty. God. I am not showing you the exterior of my house, and I look like a mess, so fair warning. We're at my house, officially. I'm not moved in yet, but Lindsay and I are gonna go ahead and do workshop plans. I'll walk you through the workshop a little bit if I want to. But we're gonna go over there right now and kind of sketch out a general idea, because for the entire month of February, that is my main focus, which is great. So, cheers to being at my house officially for the first day. What? That doesn't make any sense. I'm excited. But it says it's off the market. That's so small compared, like, Lindsay, everybody. Oh, so, no, it's the best. I love
I'm
it.
trying to buy her.
We're
trying to be your
we want her
neighbor.
to be my neighbor, so, okay. She's got some land, which is interesting. Come with us. We're gonna walk the property real quick. I don't want to show you guys too much. We're gonna. This is your love language.
It is my love language. I'm like so excited.
Are you really excited? Okay,
Yeah.
so. Okay, let's do it. Lindsay and I are here for my first official. Oh, now it stopped. Oh, no, it didn't.
It's snowing.
You can't really see it on camera.
They're flurries.
Well, it's snowing. Also, that's my dog ranch. Callie's getting a brother soon, don't worry. All right, jacuzzi time.
In the bottom.
This is Callie's land because she normally has a pool that has a perch, but now she has her whole own little pond with a water feature that leads into a metal cactus and a replica of the house. Don't even get me started. But Lindsay, she
So excited.
is gonna be doing this whole thing on her channel, and it'll be a crossover on my channel too, but the whole in-depth will be over on her channel. So here we are now in the master suite for Miss Callie Bella and I. This is her new favorite way to sit. And I just want to say thank you for your patience. I know last year was super weird and I felt like I should have been the most on point, but that just wasn't the case. And I've given you a really big sneak peek in this video. I've also taken you through a couple of rooms, not all the rooms, but a couple of rooms that are going to be transformed clearly. And it just gets me excited to show you who I am for once. In 30 years, I haven't ever really been able to decorate for myself under like renting conditions or boyfriend conditions or parent conditions. I am just so besides myself. And it's so cool because right now, like sitting in my master bedroom, I'm looking out the window that perfectly gets to see the sunset over the mountains every single day. And I just can't believe that this is my reality. And it's only my reality because of you guys. I'm excited to have these to look back on after this year is over as just like, what in the world did we do that month? This is gonna be real fun. You know, I just don't know if you guys are ready for this. Look at that cute rainbow. Oof. Beginning and end, full rainbow. I've never seen that before. I've only ever been able to see one side.